And here is their batting order 1 through 12, continuous batting order in Little League. So everybody on the team bats on the scorecard. And last time we saw these two teams face off on Thursday, Harmony White was in the circle once again, just like she is tonight, but she got banged up a little bit in warm-ups of that game and still pitched through it.
Yeah, it was her right ankle that was making her a little bit uncomfortable, kind of limping around here at the World Series. She has pitched 17 innings and just 2-1 record, only 5 walks in 17 innings between the regional and the World Series. She's pitched 47 innings, only walked 7 hitters. Her command is pinpoint.
Their manager, Jonathan Arias, told us that in that last meeting against Pennsylvania, he thought his team was a little rattled, and Camilla Gaunt's wasting no time. This one rolled in the outfield. She's got 2.
Wow.
First pitch swinging. It's a way to start the game.
Just crushes this inside pitch. I actually think that was an off-speed pitch. Like a changeup, and Gaunt just looking for something early, drives it to left field, and Hannah Arias is playing more toward left center field. Extra bases for Gaunt to lead off this game.
That's her first extra base hit this week. She is their leading hitter in terms of average at 429 in the top of the order. And now the pitcher, Reagan Bills, trying to bunt her teammate over.
Starting pitchers have hit well for themselves. We showed you the Harmony White walk-off home run. Reagan Bills has done a great job at the plate with the RBIs here.
Yeah, in fact, starting pitchers are hitting 241. The rest of the field, they're hitting 234.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Pitchers at Reka doing a good job.
Reagan Bills had a couple of RBI on Monday in their game against California. Now, this will be something interesting to watch, guys, though, because in the first meeting, runners in scoring position, both teams 0 for 5.
It's been the past couple of days. Not a lot of offense going on. Pitchers have really leveled up this summer. Putting in the work. Hard to score off of.
Which these two pitchers sitting next to me in the booth don't mind all these pitcher duels that we've seen.
I mean, the most runs that Harmony White and her defense have given up in a game is one run.
And it feels loud, guys.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. We have a great crowd here. North Carolina, the hometown team, is not even in this game, but we still have a great crowd and a loud one at that.
Bills holds back.
It's a great take by Bills. You can see she's starting after that pitch up in the zone. Lays off it.
Runs on this from second, but that moves the runner to third.
It's a great job hitting the ball the opposite way, right? Anytime you want to advance your teammate from second to third, you try to hit that ball to the right side, and that's exactly what Reagan Bills does. She moves up her teammate 60 feet.
Now the catcher, Adeline Hines.
Harmony White throws with really good velocity, Michelle. We've seen her throw her fastball, mix in a changeup, and also try to go up in the zone with a rise.
Lady, these players don't necessarily get to use their normal number when they get here, but, you know, her family, the Hines, they wanted to make sure that it was well represented. Hines 57 is her normal number. The ketchup, Pittsburgh, it is spelled differently. No relation to the ketchup company, but Hines 57 is the normal number she goes with.
I don't think she had a choice. She had to do it, right? Exactly. That's fantastic.
Love it. There's a story. There's always a story behind a number or
Yeah, as Chris mentioned, they get new numbers when they make it here to the World Series because they got to don that regional jersey. For Pennsylvania, it says Mid-Atlantic. It's the 4th year that we've had the Mid-Atlantic Regional. They created it and the Northwest Regional when they expanded the World Series. 4 different teams have represented Mid-Atlantic.
Now notice the trend the past couple of days is that runners get on base and our pitchers level up, get swings and misses, strikeouts. Saw from Harmony White yesterday going up against Florida, pitching under duress. We've seen Reagan Bills do it time and time again.
As the week has gone on here, it's just things have gotten more and more competitive and dramatic, I feel like.
We like the drama.
Absolutely. Camilla Gaunt led off this game. First pitch, a double for her, and now Reagan Bills was able to get her over to third base with Addie Hines at the plate, about to see her 7th pitch. Tatum Frisbee looking for it. 2 down.
It's a big out to get that second one with the runner at third base. You'll notice Harmony White has a ton of fun in the circle, constantly smiling, doing things with her catcher and her infielders, has the biggest smile, and just so much fun to watch pitch with emotion. Reagan Bills is very similar in this game.
Nevaeh Worthington trying to bring Gaunt home. I feel like this already in the top of the first could be a big moment for Pennsylvania because of how close games have been. If they could bring this runner across.
Such low scoring games when Oklahoma plays all 1 or 2 run games. And their game is really around their defense and Harmony White, keeping the game low scoring. Their offense doesn't hit for a high average. They don't score a ton of runs. In fact, the most runs that they've scored in a game is at 3 against Florida. And Harmony White hit that 2-run home run to walk it off.
Yeah, that batting average for the Team Oklahoma at 237. So you know as a pitcher that you've got to limit damage, right? You can't go down a 3 spot early in the game because it's going to be just tough for the offense to fight back. But I think there's some pitchers that actually throw better in tight games. They like that pressure, and I would say that she's one of them, Harmony White.
Ball and 2 strikes to Worthington. Pennsylvania on the other side, just a 227 average this week.
We're on her speed a little bit. You can tell early in this game, throwing 56, 57, touching 58. It's about the hardest that we've seen here. I don't think we've had anybody throw over 60 in the World Series this year.
Remember, in Little League, too, it's a 40-foot pitching distance. In college and beyond, it's 43 feet.
And Pennsylvania doing a good job of fouling pitches off, but also letting pitches go. 7th pitch of this at-bat, 20th of the inning coming.
And Worthington sees 7 pitches to get a free pass. It's back-to-back 7-pitch at-bats for these Pennsylvania hitters. Brings us to Kennedy Fees.
Be interesting to see what Pennsylvania tries here. They try to move the runner over, and then defensively how Oklahoma would play it with 2 outs. Got to be careful. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, especially early in the game. But as we've mentioned, runs have been hard to come by.
Pennsylvania this week 1 for 2 on the base paths.
So both the middles coming over. And Case Worthington is going to try to steal.
Yeah, it was a little bit warmer today too, Michelle. We were talking about it between games. Harmony told me she has 6 different pitches that she can throw, but really just focusing on her fastball, changeup, and rise ball in this postseason. Paint the outside corner with a fastball outside to right-handed hitters. Kind of keeping it simple with the pitch calling.
Kennedy Fees. Oh. Man, that looked good.
That was mashed.
And it sounded good, too.
Yeah, and that's an 0-2 pitch. That's a little bit too close to the zone for Harmony White. And you could just see Fees get all over it, tattoos it down, and it is just about 2 feet foul. Really nice job of barreling that ball up. Let's see if Harmony White tries to waste to the outer half after that scare.
Harmony White doesn't mind at all. She'll just strike her out.
How about Harmony White? And a lot of these pitchers here at the Little League World Series, when their backs are against the wall and there's runners in scoring position, they've been their best. A big strikeout to close out that first inning with a runner at third.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. And here is their lineup. Again, continuous batting order, so everybody on the roster bats, and Riley White, their shortstop, has last couple of days moved up to the top of this order, and she will lead off again here today against Reagan Bills. And Oklahoma's manager told me they were excited to get another chance at Reagan Bills in the circle. She's pretty good, Michelle.
Yeah, she's really good. She moves the ball around. She mixes speeds. Look at the 25 strikeouts that she has. I mean, she's really been strong.
34 strikeouts for Reagan Bills this week over 3 games.
Well, and she was really good against Oklahoma. I mean, her numbers against them were outstanding. She had 9 strikeouts, and it's tough to do in any game.
She's only allowed 1 run in 3 games, and Riley White steps up to the plate first. This Pennsylvania team, they played their regional in Bristol, Connecticut, went 4-0, defeated Delaware in the championship game. It was a comeback in the 7th inning. But then they've gone undefeated here, too.
Bills has been very good at this World Series. I actually called their regional, and there was a very scrappy Delaware team that got to Reagan Bills. But I think she's a little more rested, had some time off in between regionals and the World Series.
She's been just dominant here.
Yeah, against Oklahoma, gave up just 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts 2 days ago. See if she makes any adjustments to the type of pitches that she throws.
She's had 2 games this week with double-figure strikeouts.
Yeah.
A high of 15 against Connecticut. Riley White underneath it, lifts it to second. Camilla Gaunt.
What's cool about her is that everything kind of runs off of that curveball that she throws. So she'll throw her curveball a little bit up. She'll throw it a little bit down for a drop curve, and she'll also throw it backdoors. She actually said she likes making batters jump out of the way. Yeah. Those right-handed batters where that backdoor curve looks like it's coming at him and cuts back across. She's competitive. You see that. Every out she gets is celebrated. She knows how big of a deal it is.
Well, she's just got good, long, lanky mechanics, so she's got good spin off the fingers, some upspin, and the thing I like about her changeup is that it's got that downward tumble, which is deceptive to the eye of the hitter.
Cameron Helton facing Bills now. Little check swing is going to be fair. And Cameron Helton just keeps on running.
I'm surprised that she picked up this hit to the check swing. And Helton took a while to get out of the box, but I was surprised that Thibodeau picked it up. And then we might actually see a coach challenge. She picked it up right on the line. It was really close as Helton watched it for a while. It's close, close, close at first.
And we do have replay review. Each team gets 2 challenges. If you're correct in your challenge, you get to keep it. And that,
maybe she was out at first.
Yeah.
The call on the field was that she was safe.
This is going to be a really tough one for these umpires to look at and choose to overturn or not. I think I'm seeing some of these. I think because the call on the field was safe, I think that it's tough to know 100% for sure that she was out. Because there's some views I see it, but there's some other views where I don't.
Right. Could see it both ways on some of the views.
That's why the call on the field seems like it's so important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was just so surprised that she made contact. That's why such a slow developing play.
And here we go. Call is going to stand. She is safe. All right, so now Oklahoma.
I think she was so surprised, Helton was, that she actually made contact with it. Because it was a check swing and she just kind of ran into it. And I was like, wait, I need to run this one out.
Now Tatum Frisbee's got a runner on.
Should go. I should go.
I mean, Mom knows. Mom played college softball at Seminole College and was also a track star. So
Run it out. Always, Chris. Run it out.
And Tatum Frisbee steps up now. Pennsylvania couldn't take advantage of runners on. Can Oklahoma here in the first? Ball.
And Pennsylvania uses this really unique defensive alignment against certain hitters. Third base is up. This is actually the second baseman who is well up. You can see third is up. First base is actually back here.
She even backed up a little bit, but she was basically in Bills' pocket.
Yes, absolutely.
Gaunt was.
And basically, they're just trying to fill the lanes.
Down a bunch. She's going to be the one that fields it down the first baseline. Gaunt will be. It has to feel so different, though. When you're a middle infielder, you're like, I'm back behind the baseline for a reason. I'm not used to being in the hitter's face at all, like the pitchers and the corners usually are. Now with 2 strikes, everybody playing back.
Pops straight up in the air. Adeline Hines looking for it. Got it.
I love the reactions.
Nevaeh Worthington at first loved it too.
Reagan Bills as well, giving her catcher some love. Great job by Hines to come back. You can see she spun a little bit, but she stays focused. She looks for the secondary plays, and look at her. I think Bills' mask was almost going to pop off. Huge second out.
Palmer Minor up with a runner on the catcher.
I asked Reagan Bills yesterday, have you always shown this all this emotion when you're on the field after every out? And she kind of thought about it, and she was like, no, not really. I'm like, where did it come from? She said, I watch the college girls do it and the pro girls, and so that's what I'm doing. But it's so much fun to play that way and watch her play that way.
So much fun.
Yeah, because it looks genuine. It's not forced by any means. I mean, she is like legitimately pumped when her defense makes outs for her.
And now letting it come out. She probably always felt it, but seeing the college girls and pro girls, like, okay, I'm going to let it out this time.
And we've seen her team feed off of that.
Her and Addie Hines back there.
Palmer Minor drops a shot in left. 2 on for Oklahoma.
It's just good hitting. Pitch on the outer half. Just goes and gets it, barrels it up. A little bit of off speed on that.
Remember, first time against Oklahoma, Reagan Bills only gave up 3 hits, and Oklahoma's got 2 hits here in the first.
And both pitchers just trying to settle into this game. It's a big one.
And Oklahoma could use a courtesy runner for the catcher here. Palmer Minor is the catcher who's at first right now. It would be the last recorded out, which would be Tatum Frisbee. You're allowed to use a courtesy runner for your pitcher and your catcher. So Frisbee comes back in to be that courtesy runner because she was the last recorded out. Hannah Arias will try to do something at the plate. Her dad is the manager, Jonathan Arias, of this Oklahoma team.
Hannah had said that her dream trip is to go to Japan and that she's going to go for her 16th birthday. And that's something that her dad, Coach Arias, learned about when reading the questionnaire before she had turned it in before the regional. So they're going to start saving up for that now because she just put that in motion here at the Little League tournament. And so Coach Arias is going to start saving up for it.
She's 12 years old, so got 4 more years.
That's right.
It's a sneaky way to make something happen, is that you just put it into the questionnaire and your parent sees it, and then it's like, well, I mean, I put it in the questionnaire, so we got to stick with it.
Well, and then it's announced on national television, so
multiple times.
Multiple times.
First strikeout of the evening for Reagan Bills. 35 this week for Bills in the circle. And we are scoreless. Been to a better kid, somebody that does whatever you ask of her, puts in the work.
And that's what it takes, a lot of work to get to this level, be able to compete. They're not just working in softball season, they're working year-round. Playing other sports, hopefully, as well, but working year-round.
Mallory Baylor fouls off that pitch. Now, they call her a lion in the circle. Dominant in the circle, but maybe didn't know that she'd be signing autographs because she hit a home run out of the park yesterday.
Yeah, her and Reagan Bills have both been signing autographs for young girls around here. And the extra funny part about that is that she got down 0-2 in the count. There was a timeout on the field for one point or another, can't remember why, but the first base coach, Coach Frisbee, met with Harmony before that, and there was a runner at first, bunt situation, close game. It's like, you feel comfortable bunting an 0-2 count? And she was like, no. It was a hard pass for the bunt and a 2-strike count. So she fouled off a ton of pitches. In that at bat, she was on it and then hit that home run. But good thing she didn't bunt.
Yeah, I don't want to bunt, coach. I'm going to hit a dinger. Win this thing.
Here we go.
2-2 to Baylor.
Harmony's home run ball is currently sitting in the dorms. Didn't want to bring it to the field, but they've already made plans to get a shadow box so that she can display it back at home, hoping that it's one of many of a collection of home run balls that she'll be able to showcase in her room.
Yeah, don't risk it. Bring it back to the park, you know. Keep it safe.
Could get confused with other yellow softballs.
Yeah, there are a few here.
Looked like that may have hit off of her foot. I'm wondering if Coach Gaunt is asking the third base umpire to take a look at it. I thought initially that it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be a foul ball. She's in the box.
The question will be if any of the other umpires saw it.
Right.
Gotta go.
Definitely see by the ricochet.
Your attention, please. The previous play is under further review.
You can see there the redirection.
Yeah, the change of direction to me is the biggest giveaway. See her toe move a little bit too, or part of her foot.
They will overturn this, call it a foul ball, so Mallory Baylor will come back in the box.
And I love this. You know, all these umpires are volunteers, right? They work very hard to be, do well at their craft, but they are here volunteering their time.
They've really worked this week to get it right with each other too. This whole week, a lot of softball being played.
Staying in the infield, Cameron Helton calling for it at second.
Umpire number 5, Aubrey Baxter.
Aubrey Baxter, you hear the chants in the crowd, AB. She was voted best hair on the team. Got the bubble braid rocking today. And you mentioned playing multiple sports, guys. Aubrey definitely does. Gymnastics, competitive cheer, and volleyball.
Wow, impressive.
So much to balance at a young age, but I love these athletes that are willing to get out there and play different sports. When you talk to the college coaches, they really love multi-sport athletes. Getting to them.
And Henna Arias under it in left field.
Pennsylvania's putting together some good at-bats off of Harmony White, making a lot of contact, seeming like they're on time.
Yeah, and one of the things you notice, though, about White is that she's obviously super successful. She gets her share of strikeouts, but she does a great job of inducing pop-ups, right? Cans of corns is one of the easier things to do in softball. It's putting the ball on the ground at times and stirring the defense that sometimes leads to mistakes, but she's been really good at getting her outs in the air. This Oklahoma team She's done a good job of fielding, only 3 errors in the World Series.
I think that's how they've made it here, even through the regional. They don't beat themselves a lot. They really make the opponent beat them, try to put runs on the board against their good defense and their ace and Harmony White. And offensively, they just find a different way to scratch runs across. They hit under 200 in the regional, and they still made it here because their pitching and defense was so good.
And we saw their pitching and defense get them out of a jam to start this game. As Pennsylvania had a couple runners on. Couldn't bring them home. This is the left fielder, Haley Shepard, 250 hitter this week at the World Series.
Pennsylvania's just doing a good job of making her throw a lot of pitches. You know, you can see her take that deep breath, have to regroup. Hey, they're not swinging out of the zone as much as I want them to. It puts more pressure on her to come over the plate, and they can get a better pitch to hit. Like that one. That was a good pitch to hit.
That was a good one. That's a hitter's count, too, at 3-1. That's when you have to attack. But you're right, Pennsylvania, this is already her 40th pitch that Harmony White will throw in this game through just 2 innings.
Hit over her head by Haley Shepard.
Just did not chase out of the zone. Worked it to that 3-1 count, took the 3-1 pitch down the heart, but then looked like she was looking for something in that full count. It was right on time, right back up the middle of the field, and out of the reach of Harmony White. We've seen pitchers make great plays today in the circle.
Third base runner for Pennsylvania tonight. Now Kendall Schilling will try to move her, help her out. Just 2 down, though.
For both of these teams, their ace pitchers have thrown every inning. So getting to them, making them throw a lot, puts a lot more pressure on them, knowing that nobody else has pitched behind them, and somebody else might need to come in who hasn't thrown here in such a big elimination game, trying to make it to the championship. Slight panic attack for right behind home plate.
I will say, you two have acted like you're going for balls sometime this week when they've hit up. Riley White trying to slide into it. Kendall Schilling is at first. Back to back. Hitters reach for Pennsylvania. Layla Schilling Mansour is up. She had a walk-off hit in the 6th in their opener against Connecticut on Sunday. Oklahoma huddling up in the circle.
2 hits in a row, like popping in like that. Stress. Boom, a little hacky sack. 2 hits in a row, no big deal. Like pop, 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 hacky sack.
Trying to stay loose.
Oh, so good. But that's why she pitches well, because she's like not stressed out. She's like, oh well, a couple of hits coming up.
Schilling Mansour 2 for 4 this week.
That hit that Layla had in that game against Connecticut was a big one, Courtney. There's not a lot of offense in that game. Pennsylvania and Connecticut, great pitchers duel that we had early in this tournament. 1-run game. The final was 2-1.
The 9, 10, and 11 hitters, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 RBI.
Well, 9 different players on Pennsylvania's team have RBIs in the World Series. Everybody contributing to try to figure out ways to give Reagan Bills runs.
No stress for Harmony White. Back-to-back hits. I'll just get a strikeout.
Harmony White, second strikeout, and it comes at a big time. Both of her strikeouts had been with 2 runners on base.
Still in North Carolina, the winner of this game is moving on to the World Series championship game to face Indiana, who beat North Carolina earlier today. Reagan Bills in the circle. Got her first strikeout of the game to end the first inning and leave 2 stranded for Oklahoma. Milana Firmino Littlejohn trying to lead off this inning. The bunt.
Defensive configuration again for Pennsylvania. Look at how close they are. See the video, the third baseman's way up.
Yeah, they're like 30 feet away. That's what I was going to say. They're very
Camelia
close.
Gaunt, second baseman. In fact, she was going after the bunt that went foul, and it was almost had to wait for the base runner to go by.
Great curveball spin that we're seeing from Reagan Bills today, and can work that pitch up in the zone too with a bit of a changeup. That was a nice looking curve there.
Well, for Reagan Bills, she put down her favorite athlete as Montana Fouts, but also a Lady Vols fan.
So had to make sure you got that in there, huh?
I did. I always represent.
A lot of Carlin Pickens fans from Tennessee.
That's right.
Well, throwing 79.4 miles an hour will get you some fans.
That's right.
Montana's pretty good too.
She can juice it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Fouts had a pretty good AUSL season, yeah?
Yeah, she did. She pitched that final game, secured the championship for the Talons, threw a complete game.
Yeah.
Got
Impressive.
the win. Yeah, in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, in her college stadium, right?
Yeah, at her college stadium at the Rhodes House. Which, speaking of her, Reagan Bills kind of reminded us of someone. Oh, it was actually Montana Fouts. Down to her windup, the way that she pushes out, releases pitches, the movement of the pitch, and the emotion that Reagan Bills said that from watching the pro girls and the college girls that she felt like she could show a little bit more. So, okay, that's her favorite player is Montana Fouts, but she kind of looks just like her.
Yeah, I love it. Well, you know, I'm sure she's watched her a lot, and so you pick up the mannerisms.
And that was Montana pitching the Talons uniform. I do believe it was the season. I was trying to remember if that was actually in Tuscaloosa or not, but I was watching Reagan a little bit more than her actually in that side-by-side.
Well, now she's facing Harmony White, the pitcher for Oklahoma.
Couple of pitches down at the knees. I'm sure Bill saw that elevated pitch that left the yard. It was like, I think I need to attack her in the lower half of the zone. Or I'm going to waste one up there and see if I can't get her to swing out of her shoes on a pitch that's out of the zone.
Harmony White at the plate against this Pennsylvania team on Thursday was 0 for 2. Staying in the infield, Kennedy Fees grabs it. Well, just looking at Reagan Bills and how her strikeout rates this week have compared to some great pitchers like Montana Fouts and Nyjah Kennedy. Wow.
She's putting them in the rearview mirror. I mean,
Montana who?
Yeah, sorry, Montana, but you know she's juiced up by 15% more. Oh my goodness, and even Nyjah, who's a big strikeout pitcher.
He was the player of the year a couple of seasons ago.
That's pretty impressive. She's like, have you not seen the logo, Girls Got Game?
Yes.
Girls Got Game here at the Little League World Series.
It's in very good company, those pitchers.
100%.
2 down, nobody on for Bella Hood.
Well, and I think the other thing too, Amanda, you know, she doesn't overpower through her pitch. She's long, lanky. She gets really stretched out. And because of that, you can get more relaxed and you get more whip on your pitches. And so it actually helps you, you know, throw more pitches. The more you throw, the more relaxed you get because you're not trying to over-muscle the pitch or overthrow the pitch.
Right to Sadie Divido at third. 3 up, 3 down. Scoreless ball game after a couple of innings. Series, Greenville, North Carolina is the site in our 5th year here at Stallings Stadium at Elm Street Park. Mara Keefe, it's a fair ball, and it's overthrown. Keefe to second. Pennsylvania starting off the 3rd swinging. A single and an error put her on second.
Well, this is a high hopper, and you can tell for the defense, it's a little bit of a hard decision. Do you field it? Do you not? Tatum Frisbee decides that she has to. The throw sails just a little bit. And you love that Keefe is at second base. And, you know, this lower half of the lineup has been very good for Pennsylvania.
Keefe picking up that hit and then into scoring position. Minor snagged it.
Execution has been the name of the game in these close games. You have to be able to find ways to advance runners. Popped up on the bunt, first pitch, and Palmer Minor is all over. That's a big out for Oklahoma to not allow them to advance the base runner.
100%. Those non-productive outs when you have runners in a position to be able to move up 60 feet are just killer.
Every 60 feet today is precious.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
They're momentum killers when you can't, you know, you can't push your teammate forward.
Pennsylvania has left 2 on base every inning. And now top of the order for the 2nd time, Camilla Gaunt led off this game with a double on the first pitch. Four hits this week over now in her 4th game. Camilla Gaunt rolling it towards second, moves the runner 60 feet away.
And that's why getting that bunt down is so important, because if the runner was at third, Keefe would have been able to score on that. And it's just, again, those little things, those productive outs so important. So Pennsylvania finally does have her over at third base. Good job by Gaunt to go the opposite way.
Reagan Bills, can she relieve some of the pressure in the circle on herself by bringing this run across? Oh, yes, she can. Watch her work. Pennsylvania strikes first.
You could tell in her first at bat she's looking for something up, and she hunted something up in the zone again, slashes her barrel, knows it right away that it's going to get past Frisbee's head. She crushed that ball, and in her first at bat, hit a ground ball to the right side on a rise ball, and now turns it into a line drive RBI hit for the first run of this game.
And they can use a courtesy runner here because there are 2 outs. You can use a courtesy runner for the pitcher or the catcher. So anticipating they will do that with Reagan Bills at first. It would be the last recorded out, Camilla Gaunt. And Bills, all the energy, even as she trades places with her teammate.
Getting all the love, well deserved.
Reagan Bills is just such a good leader for this team.
Team scoring first have won 11 of the last 13 games. Kind of didn't start out the tournament with that trend, but as we've gotten deeper into the tournament, it has been important. And first pitch snagged midair by Tatum Frisbee at third, but Pennsylvania has the lead. Winner of this game to the championship.
They're all in good mood, scoring first, knowing that they have Reagan Bills in the circle. I mean, she's the one that gave them the lead. That's the one. See if Oklahoma can make adjustments now on top of their order due up this inning too.
It'll be 9, 10, and 1 here in the third. Starting out with Jaylee Littlejohn of Oklahoma.
You can see how on top of the plate that Littlejohn is. And then Reagan Bills goes right at her, up and in. Not a lot of room to work with on the inner half when she's this much on the plate, a little bit up in the box too.
Yeah. Well, and I noticed that's exactly how the last couple hitters were last inning as well. Harmony White included, she was up in the front of the box. So if they're trying to catch pitches before they start to run away, that curveball in the outer half, a rise ball coming up.
Look at the field too. I feel like the sun just came in bright from the first base side. The batter's in the shade.
Paints the outside corner there. Ball starts in the light, ends up in the shadow.
Oh, that hit off Addie Hines. This battery for Pennsylvania has been so good. Addie Hines has been so solid behind the plate for Reagan Bills.
Something like that sometimes can just scare you.
Yeah.
Or then maybe it hurts, or maybe it hurts and it scares you. I don't know, but even just ball coming at you, it can really scare you, especially at this age.
But the crowd chanting your name will put a little smile on your face.
Definitely. You know, it takes her a while to get the sign. Reagan Bills is like ready to pitch. She knows what it is, and Hines is still down trying to find it on the matrix, whatever the pitch call is. And so then she looks up, and then it's like, boom, Reagan Bills is coming at her, ready to pitch. So
See, there it is again. Nice change up.
It works though, 3 strikeouts.
Look at that intensity.
I know. Both of them working together. Michelle, it's almost like I think she's just not throwing as hard today, Reagan Bills. And so it does seem like a little bit more of an off-speed pitch there as Addie Hines loves rebounding after taking that foul ball to the chest. She'll take a strikeout after that, but I feel like she's not throwing quite as hard as what we saw her throw earlier this week. It was probably 54 being the highest instead of 56, 57.
Yeah, and it's not hurting her because she has all that great movement and spin on the ball.
Probably moving more.
Yeah.
Bottom of the order with Macy Metcalf. Guys, have you noticed too that Reagan Bill's the face mask just slightly crooked?
It's her trademark.
It's it is a trademark.
Ball.
Trying to pull that pitch in. I love it. Working for her pitcher. There it is.
She's done such a great job of just taking in every day and making the most of it, not just when she's out there on the field pitching, but attending other games, cheering on the Connecticut pitcher, Maeve Eagleson, meeting a lot of different people, signing autographs, getting autographs from other people.
And then getting strikeouts on the field back to back.
How about one swinging and now one looking? Look at this pitch. It's going to leak a little bit into the zone, but that is just a great pitch. The energy between these two. Look at the way she pops that out, pops the glove, and the love between these two. The fist pumps. I can't get enough of that.
It's so good.
So good.
How do you guys as pitchers describe the relationship between a pitcher and a catcher?
Vital.
That's exactly the word I was going to use.
Get
Vital.
out of each other's heads.
It's so true, though. It is. It's vital. It's like you have to have that relationship, that energy. It just flows between the two. I mean, that's why you call it a battery, right? It just the plus and the minus, and it just works.
You're charging everybody up.
Yeah.
Ball.
Up to the top of the order, second time Riley Whited is up, seeing Reagan Bills.
Well, and oftentimes the catcher will give the pitcher a lot of credit, but not too often the pitcher remembers to give the catcher a lot of credit. And they're back there working really hard, over and beyond, getting hit with balls left and right. It's important to show appreciation and gratitude for that position and for the relationship that you've built over time.
Yeah, I've always said that a good catcher will make a great pitcher, and makes, in other words, makes the pitcher great. Go from good to great. It is that vital of a position for the pitcher.
So you're communicating maybe with her pitch caller, her dad, Rick, in the dugout. I don't know. She kind of stepped on the ground as she walked back and looked over to the dugout. Her dad is her pitch caller.
Baxter. Sliding grab. Got a web Jim.
Top of the order. This is a big catch for Aubrey Baxter in right field. She reads it perfectly, comes in, the sliding catch, hands up, gets the celebration, and of course, Reagan Bills giving love to her outie, saying thank you, sharing hugs.
The synergy between Johnstown and Carrolltown reminds me of Reagan Bills and Adeline Hines synergy. There's some good synergy going on there between those two towns, you can tell.
Nevaeh Worthington skies this ball. And Jaylee Littlejohn gets it. Let's meet Kennedy Fees, presented by Uncrustables. She is coming up to the plate. Her favorite softball player is Montana Fouts. She wants to be a marine biologist, and if she won the lottery, she would donate to type 1 diabetes research. And that is because Kennedy and her two siblings all have type 1 diabetes. something that she's battling and dealing with, but still playing softball, Chris.
Softball actually is not her main sport. She is the only player on this team that doesn't do travel softball. Basketball is actually her main sport. She's a point guard, shooting guard. And by the way, when she's done with softball tomorrow, she'll go home, start volleyball on Monday.
So a light schedule for her.
Which, way to go, Kennedy, for all the multiple sports. Also, way to go, mom and dad, because they also have 2 other kids.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to Amber and Jordan, her parents, for being the parent Uber, I would imagine.
Absolutely. And, you know, she's very involved with trying to make a difference for other children with type 1 diabetes. Does a lot of giving back.
There's her mom in the stands. This is Kennedy Fees make it nice. Contact dances it down the line, looking for 2. Got it, the base came off. Cameron Helton tumbled over top of her, but she is safe.
That was a great at bat by Kennedy Feast. Got herself an inside pitch, and Pennsylvania is hitting the ball hard to the left side with these right-handed batters. They are on time with a lot of them challenging frisbee, sending it past her. Extra bases for Fees as she slid in, and then the base kind of moved, so she stood, you know, where the base was to make sure that she was going to be considered on the base and not get tagged down. That was a cute little moment.
She's got her first double, and it's the second extra base hit for Pennsylvania today. They started the game with a double. Mallory Baylor, Riley Whited throwing to first to get the out.
Another example of a hard hit ball to the left side. They're really turning on pitches, getting them out in front.
Pennsylvania took the lead in the top of the 3rd inning, an RBI single from Reagan Bills. Aubrey Baxter wants to meet Simone Biles. Me too.
Yeah, who doesn't? My mom sat next to her on a plane.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Right next to her.
Did she talk to
on
her?
a plane? Oh yeah, they talked the whole. Of course, Sally Scarborough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the whole
yeah.
time, and my dad was on that flight too. Very random.
That's awesome. Harmony White grabs it over top of her catcher, Palmer Minor, for out number 3. Well, heading back to the circle is Reagan Bills.
Now she'll be out there. She has been tough to score against. Just a 1-run lead for her, but she's not giving up any earned runs. Reagan Bills, a superstar.
Championship game tomorrow at 3 Eastern on ABC. And what do you think about Reagan Bills and her numbers so far?
Yeah, impressive, the 38 strikeouts, but how about keeping the ball on the infield? Not a lot of power. Is that what tells me, being able to hit off her?
Just hard to barrel her up. Hard to get anything to the outfield. I mean, 3 outfield outs.
Yeah, that's not much.
Not much at all. But if you're an outfielder, you got to stay ready. It's just a 1-run game. You never know when the defense is going to get called, is going to need you.
Especially because we just put it on the screen.
Yes.
We probably jinxed it. Bills has retired 7 in a row. Cameron Helton, who hit bats in the 2 spot, will lead off here in the 4th inning.
Ball.
Cameron looking for the gap, finds it. And Cameron's sister is going to like that one. Shani Helton plays for Oklahoma and is here cheering on her sister.
Looking a little bit stressed out, or slash happy about the hit, but I think these sisters who play D1 softball are here supporting and very stressed. More stressed than when they're actually playing, cheering on their baby sis.
Yeah, a lot of people on this Oklahoma team, a lot of players put down Cheney as their favorite player. Tatum Frisbee bunting, moves the runner to scoring position.
Good defense by Pennsylvania to be able to get the out. Great execution by Frisbee to move her teammate up.
It's the second time that Oklahoma has had a runner in scoring position, and both of them have been Cameron Helton at second. Palmer Minor, the catcher.
And I think this is where Reagan Bills needs to be careful, because Minor got a base hit her last at bat. She has been very locked in. First base is open.
Well, and the next two hitters after her have struck out.
Exactly. It's interesting asking her to bunt in that particular situation with the runner already in scoring position. I think she's one of the best bats for this Oklahoma offense.
Already has a single today. 3 hits this week at the World Series for Palmer Minor.
So it's interesting the way that Pennsylvania is actually playing this. Again, they're pulling the right side in. Left side is back. And you can see, oh, now they're making an adjustment. Gaunt has been all over this infield. She has been up in front of the pitcher. She's gone back to second base. She's covered second base bag. She's been all over.
Getting her steps in.
She is.
I like how she's throwing in to Minor right now, trying to tie up her hands. Great spots that she's throwing inside. See if Minor can make an adjustment on that.
Well, especially because Minor has made adjustments in the box. She's up in the box on the plate. And so challenging her on that inner half where she has less reaction time.
Hines did a good job of stopping that ball. Runner holds. Tying run is at second for Oklahoma.
On Minor, I'm looking for something to hit right here. She had the same idea. It was a good cut. You can tell just continually working that inner half to her. We'll see if Reagan Bills is going to go to something else, try something else against her.
Off speed.
She's about to see her 9th pitch.
It's been a great battle.
Strikeout looking in a 9th pitch at bat.
Well, you had to wonder which one was going to break, and Bills just a clutch pitch on the outer half. It's a little bit upstairs, but look at the way it's framed by Hines. Minor thinking that might be a little bit high, but the big strikeout for Reagan Bills.
Hannah Arias with the tying run at second. 2 away.
She's gotten the strikeouts when she's needed them. feel like with the pitching duels that we've had, Michelle, we've been transported back to like 1997 when it was just a pitching dominated sport, one-run game, like 2-0, 2-1. Those are the scores that we've had.
Yes. It's a lot of my career.
40 feet. I thought this might feel familiar.
Yeah, very familiar.
And pitching from 40 feet, yeah.
That's why execution's the name of the game. The fundamentals of the sport is really what drives when you're playing at this level. Both these offenses now starting to barrel up pitches close to the zone. Foul off a lot of pitches.
Too, just try to get the top half of one. A lot of balls in the air for both Bills and White. A lot of easy pop-ups for the defense. But if you try to get the top half of the ball and hit it on the dirt,
Sadie Divido makes the play, and Oklahoma leaves the tying run in scoring position.
Michelle, this team loves each other. Celebrate every out. Look at this scoop by Divido. In the throw, she gets a massive hug from Kennedy Fees, but nobody loves it more than Reagan Bills.
Innings in less than 24 hours, so I was eating a lot of honey to get me through that time period.
There's Haley Shepard leading off this inning, had a single in the second. Her favorite TV show, The Masked Singer. Harmony White today has struck out 2, but you can tell these Pennsylvania hitters have, right from the get-go, been more on time with her, more confident in the box against her.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing of really confident takes against her. They look like they're on time. They're not overwhelmed by her speed or her spin, her pitches up in the zone that she's used to getting a lot of swings and misses on, like that one that she's like, oh man, didn't get it called. Now I work it to a full count. They're just making her go deep into counts.
Bouncer to Riley White at it short. Overthrows it. Haley Shepard back to first and gets on that White bag. Good to go. An error allows her to reach. Well, the Banana Ball World Tour rolls on tonight from Coors Field in Denver. The Savannah Bananas take on the Firefighters at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN2 and ESPN+. Kendall Schilling singled in the second. This one directly into Tatum Frisbee's glove.
You can remember the most runs that Oklahoma has given up in a game at the World Series is 1. That's it. That's how good Harmony White and the defense has been. Their only loss was to this Pennsylvania team, 1-0.
And that was just 2 days ago on Thursday. Oklahoma had to play an elimination game last night to get here. Just over the head of the right fielder, Schilling Mansour. 2 in scoring position for PA.
Wow, that ball was blasted. Pitch on the outer half, slightly elevated, and Mansour is just gonna barrel that up, gets it over the head of the outfield. And Pennsylvania's in business here with runners at second and third with only 1 down.
Guys, 3 doubles today for Pennsylvania.
Showing off their power against one of the best pitchers here, but Oklahoma just got lucky that there was less than 2 outs to hold up that runner at first base, or else that would have been a run.
Mara Keefe now with 2 in scoring position and 1 away. She had a single, a run scored in the 3rd inning. She's the run that scored off the bat of Reagan Bills.
Defense, you can see, is well up for Oklahoma, trying to limit damage.
Riley White throwing home. 2-0 Pennsylvania.
And this is what it's all about in this situation, right? You want your middles to be up because you've got runners at 2nd and 3rd, but what does it do? It opens up a lane. The 5-6 hole becomes so much larger, and a great effort to get to that ball, but it's perfectly placed. And so that's going to plate another run for Pennsylvania. White had just not really much she could do on that because she is pulled in. She's very good shortstop, but not a lot you can do.
Sadie Thibodeau finds the grass, and it's still rolling. 3-0 Pennsylvania. The offense just rolling right now.
And this bottom of the lineup just continues to get it done. Goes with the pitch, just throws her barrel at the ball and drives it the opposite way, and then it gets past Littlejohn out in right field. Pennsylvania just stepping up with the bottom of the order. If it's in, they're turning on it. If it's out, they're going with it. Just all on Harmony White right now.
And Nathan Frisbee out to the circle for Oklahoma.
We can't play back and just give them runs. Like, we have to try to cut it off. Hey, they've got some hits. I mean, you know, we got to try to minimize the damage, get out of this inning, and we got to go hit. We got 2 at-bats left. You all right? Yeah. All right, hey, we just got to keep pitching, got to keep fighting. The game's not over. Got to show a little heart, a little fight.
Love it. Battle, battle. So again, a situation now for Oklahoma where they're going to be pulled in, middle infielders up. Again, at this point, really trying to just limit that damage, pulling these guys in, hoping for a hard ground ball right at them.
An Oklahoma team who has relied on that pitching and defense to get them through the regional, to get them here at the World Series. 1 game away from the championship game.
They're going to go ahead and walk her and put her at first base is what this little holdup is going on, trying to communicate that, load the bases to make it easier on the infield to be able to have a force out at home. It just takes a little pressure off of them, to be honest.
Once a game per batter, you can intentionally walk a batter and not have to throw the pitches. So they do that for Camilla Gaunt, which brings Reagan Bills to the plate. She had an RBI single to break up the scoreless game in the 3rd.
Started her out with the changeup. She's done such a good job off of Harmony White with pitches up in the zone. She's been looking for up. 55, 56.
Pop out to left, runner can't go.
She was really late to get back, almost maybe forgot how many outs there are, or how many, or what she needed to do on this play. But
and then go. You know how to tag up? No, you don't. Come on, kid. Come on. I just told you what was going to happen, right?
opportunity for another run there that they did not get because she did not tag. Would have been close probably because it wasn't too deep, but
Bases loaded for Adeline Hines.
And Oklahoma just hasn't been in this position in the World Series, down by 3 runs with an offense. It's yet to get going in this game, really yet to get going at the World Series.
I remember they had only given up a total of 3 runs before this game.
Yeah. They're the youngest team, too, of the field of 12. Started the World Series.
Helton wants it. She got it, and they leave the bases loaded. But Pennsylvania brings 2 more across. They want to get to that championship game on Sunday here at the Little League Softball World Series. They're up 3-0 now as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Their bats have looked good. Their pitching has looked good from Reagan Bills. Milana, Flaminio, Littlejohn leading off. Flaminio, Littlejohn is a big fan of Jocelyn Allo, the former National Player of the Year, Oklahoma great.
There's a ton of Oklahoma love on this Oklahoma team. I mean, there is in general in our sport, but I think when you live in the same state, you have an extra appreciation knowing you can just run down to Norman and watch them play.
Those toes on the line, she's in front of the box. She's for something that she can drive.
Standing 4 foot 10 inches in the box.
She's little.
Yeah.
I love her speed, though.
With Hines back behind the plate, it's almost just like a reaction test. I mean, she just looks down trying to find the pitch call, and then as soon as she looks up, it's like the pitch is coming. So she just has to be ready, and hopefully she finds the right pitch and she knows what's coming.
Normally the catcher is waiting on the pitcher, and this is the opposite.
I think that one was
just throw it.
Just go ahead and throw.
I'll catch it.
It's a lot of brain work to pitch and to catch and to find the number and the pitch call. Physically and mentally just wears you out. And Reagan wants to throw a little bit faster. Oh, that was the same time. That was timed up right the same. Wow.
Well, before this inning, the Pennsylvania manager, Lester Gaunt, was firing up his team.
We got to play like we're tied. We're not giving up 1 run here. You understand? Let's play like we're tied. Let's go.
Love it. Mentality, it's always a 0-0 game, right? You go out there, you just keep your foot on the pedal as a pitcher in the circle, your defense making plays.
I mean, they've only given up 1 run this whole tournament.
Incredible.
And this being their 4th game of the tournament. That 1 run was by Connecticut in the opener on Sunday.
And it was on a runner stealing home against him. So a kind of unique play that Connecticut scratched a run across late in the game.
Our home plate umpire, Doug Durling, talking to Adeline Hines.
And this Pennsylvania team is, it's been steady. It's been a long summer for them. They lost their first game of the state championship, had to battle back all the way through the losers bracket. And back then, it's an if game, right? When you play at that level, it is a 2-game championship if you're coming through the losers bracket.
Oh, that hit her in the head. She's going to try to use that energy to fire her up and her team up.
I didn't think it hit you very hard. I was just like,
I was going down, but I fell mid going
super
down.
athletic.
Yeah.
Ready to get something going.
Hey, if you play for Oklahoma, when you get on, you get a, it looks like a sour gummy worm.
It's exciting.
Even if the ball hits you in the head. A little trolley. Kennedy Fees all over it. And Harmony White diving back to first base. Well, tomorrow's Sunday Night Baseball matchup is the series finale between the Cubs and the Cardinals, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio with another StatCast edition on ESPN2. Our coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown. There's Jaylee Littlejohn. Got a runner on with 2 down as Oklahoma tries to play catch-up.
That was a hard hit ball by Bella Hood, but Kennedy Fees just happened to be playing up the middle of the field. If she would have been playing in her more like a normal shortstop position, then that would have gotten through. But she likes to play more toward the middle of the field, close to second base. And Thibodeau kind of is off the line at third.
Ball.
This is where Kennedy Feast was playing, just perfectly positioned. It's like Bella Hood was just playing pepper right at her.
Or pickle.
That's right. That was my mistake.
Just
a day
kidding.
ago. One of those food
We knew what you meant.
things that somehow bleeds over into the game of baseball and softball. Peppers and pickles and all that good stuff.
I think it's because you've been into
Can of corn.
pickleball, so
There
pickleball
you
is
go.
on your
Exactly.
mind.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, just foul for Jaylee Littlejohn.
Like you said, some good swings. They're at the bottom of the order now, so the top of the order will be due up in the 6th inning and have a chance to get back up for their third ABs off of Reagan Bills. There are a couple of names where you just have to say the first and the last name. When you say it, like Reagan Bills, Amanda Lorenz is another one for
Yes,
me.
I
Montana
agree.
Bouts, like you have to say both.
How about Reagan Bills?
Strikeout for Reagan Bills.
She gets the strikeouts a little unconventional, but to actually put it in the book, so it short hops in, and Hines does not throw down to first. In fact, she throws it to Bills, and then Bills back over to first. Result, strikeout, and she's pumped.
Anything they can get against Harmony White.
Yeah, well, you know, they've been impressive, this Pennsylvania offense. In today's game, they've had a hit in every inning. They've only struck out twice against Harmony White. I mean, they have They've been on their game offensively. Now, granted, they did just see her 2 days ago, so it always helps to see a pitcher multiple times.
It can be a bit of a big letdown after a game like Oklahoma had too yesterday with the walk-off home run by White. It's tough to play back-to-back and turn right back around and play with that same intensity. And they beat that Florida team, and they had already played them once, had to play them again, 2 tight games.
Nevaeh Worthington leading off for Pennsylvania. Ooh, like a laser back at Harmony White.
Just a shot right back at her. We've seen this a few times with the games that we've had today. Pitchers feeling their positions, not backing away from a ball hit right back at them. Big reach from Harmony White and just robs Worthington of a hit.
Kennedy Fees towards left. Incoming Hannah Arias, but it popped out of the glove, so Fees is on.
See the way White is going back. She comes off. Arias calls her off, but then that just little bit of a bobble comes from that contact between the two of them. I think Whitehead was trying to get out of the way when she heard her teammate calling her off. That's the stuff that's hard. It happens in the game. Just got to continue to communicate.
Maybe they're going to see if it was a catch
for long enough. Like, did she have control of it, and then did they make contact and the ball pop out? So I like that they're looking at this.
Just see on the transfer, maybe because it's so far away, so you can't see.
And it almost does look like she had it in the palm of the glove. So she has it, then they make contact, and then it pops out.
No, she had it for long enough. Yeah. The slow motion makes you feel like she had it for a little bit longer, and then seen it in real speed. We can't review it.
Oh, so not something you can review. So it stays as called. An error allows Kennedy Fees on for Pennsylvania, and Mallory Baylor grabs her bat. Wild pitch advances the runner. Still going to third. Runner safe.
Long throw across the field. And she backs up a little bit, making that catch. You got to try to shorten the base path, so try to get that glove in front of the base instead of behind it.
You can feel that runner coming in. You know, you're a little bit scared of her sliding in, so it's easy to want to back away instead of staying in there.
And I think the other thing, too, for runners, it's always better to slide earlier, not late. I've seen a couple of late slides, and that's where you can end up, you know, hurting yourself or your opponent if they're at the bag. So always try to slide at least 4 to 5 feet in front of the bag and slide on the dirt into the bag instead of on the bag.
Yeah, which also hurts.
Yes.
Kennedy Fees was able to reach on an error and then advance to third on the wild pitch. And Mallory Baylor's got a 1-2 count.
And it took such an unlucky bounce for Oklahoma with the wild pitch. It got so far away from Minor over to the first base dugout.
Pennsylvania has had a runner in scoring position in every inning today.
They've done a good job of applying the pressure, forcing this Oklahoma defense to make some errors.
It's going to get down for Mallory Baylor. Bring another runner home. 4-0.
Jaylee Littlejohn was trying to track this ball down, but just, you could tell, didn't get a great read on it and ended up pulling up on it. But I think she would have had a chance to catch that in the air. And because of that wild pitch that allowed her to go all the way from first to third, they score a run on that. 4 different players for Pennsylvania with RBIs in this game.
Just one away and one on for Aubrey Baxter now.
And I think I'm looking at my scorebook. Is that 3 or 4 errors? 4 errors possibly by the defense? 4 errors, yeah. So that's more than what they've made. They had 3 coming into today's game. So tough to keep your opponent off the board when you're giving them 4 and 5 opportunities or outs per inning.
And they had really relied on that defense and that pitching to be a strength for this Oklahoma team.
The thing about the championship game is that no matter who wins, they haven't faced each other yet.
Yeah.
So Indiana will face a new team, either Pennsylvania or Oklahoma.
Harmony White wants it. She's got it. 2 down.
And Briley Mercer for Indiana has just been so good. Grace Fiore had a heck of a save coming into the game, though, for Indiana to make it to the championship game.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like Mercer is very similar to Bills. I mean, they're both similar types of pitchers with their movement, their off speeds, the way they control the game. It should be a fun matchup should Pennsylvania win this game. Oklahoma still has 3 outs to work with.
And we've seen what they can do with 3 outs. Harmony White had a 2-run walk-off home run yesterday.
Just haven't had very many swings and misses go her way. Pennsylvania hitters have been ready. Seven swings and misses for her and 95 pitches thrown.
Haley Shepard to right, and last chance for Oklahoma as Pennsylvania with a 4-run lead. A win away from a spot in our championship game. World Series, and she's back in the circle to try to close this thing out and send her team to the championship game.
I mean, look at her line. No runs, no earned runs, obviously. No base on balls, 7 strikeouts. She's only given up 3 hits.
The second time that she's faced this team, too. They have already seen her once.
Gave up 2 hits to the first 4 batters, but since then, just 1 hit in the last 14 batters faced. It'll be 10, 1, and 2 due up for Oklahoma. They need 4 runs here. Macy Metcalf.
Oklahoma just has to be fighting for their summer this inning. Every pitch so important, passing the bat, and right now it's not just going to be one person who is the hero like last night. It's just going to be different people stepping up, passing the bat.
Yeah, this is about just getting on base. Can't win it with one swing of the bat, right, when you're down by 4 runs. Unless, of course, the bases are loaded and then you could tie it up. But the point of it is, it's like, get on base. You know, sometimes you think big, like, oh, I got to win it right now. And in this situation, just get on base, pass the bat.
Two. Reagan Bills is Maham.
She looked nervous. Like deep breathing. Like,
yep. Folded hands.
Yeah, I would be the same.
Oh, got the fist pump on the strikeout.
She exerts more energy too in her celebration. She's already thrown a ton that was supposed to be outside, but Hines pulls that inside pitch right back over the plate, and Reagan Bills has this new big fist pump that she does to Hines, and the mom loves that leadoff strikeout.
Their mom Laura watching on. Top of the order, Riley Whited. It's the first time we've ever seen this Tulsa National Little League program here at the World Series. Just the second appearance for the state of Oklahoma. They won it in their first appearance in 2021. Different Little League team. For the state of Pennsylvania, they've had one champion. It was back in 1978.
You read my mind. I was wondering when the last time, well, I literally wrote to Michelle, has Pennsylvania won it before?
Riley Whited hit by a pitch to reach. Yeah, if Pennsylvania were to advance, they would be back in the finals for the first time since 2018.
One out.
Cameron Helton has had a successful day at the plate for Oklahoma. A couple of hits. Bills gets a first pitch strike.
Right where they want to be in their lineup. They're going to put things together. It's going to be right here. You have 2 outs to play with. And, I mean, Bills just continues to throw strikes, which is exactly what she needs to do in this situation, is go right at these hitters.
Beautiful swing from Helton again. Whited holds up at third. 3 hits today for Cameron Helton.
Yeah, Cameron has been all over the ball. Couple of singles, and then this one, she gets it deep into the outfield. Elevated pitch, she just barrels it up, finishes her swing, and she can see it immediately. She's off to the races. She gets this to drop in the gap. Nice effort by the outfielders for Pennsylvania. And some energy now with Oklahoma starting to come to life here in the bottom of the 6th.
Brings Tatum Frisbee to the plate after that double.
This is a luxury of having that 4-run lead. I mean, that feels like an 8-run lead with the games that we've seen and how close they've been for Pennsylvania. So nothing to worry about here. As it stands right now, those 2 runs mean nothing with the 4-run lead.
And Oklahoma today has been 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position.
changeup drops that down to 51 miles an hour. Hines so good behind the dish, really trying to pull that pitch back in for her pitcher.
She's sneaky back there. Sneaky glove work.
See if they go back to that changeup on the lower half. Oh no. They say, I'm going to bring that heat. Low rise ball on the outer half.
You can see that pitch move both away a little bit and up through the zone. 2 strikeouts in this inning for Reagan Bills, 9 on the day.
Wow.
Pennsylvania 1 out away from the championship game. Palmer Minor steps in against Reagan Bills. To Minor.
Palmer Minor had that really good at bat off of Bills the last time that she was up, so I'm sure Reagan Bills always in the back of your mind. You remember who those hitters were that you just would not go away. She saw them for so long the last time that they were up, so
it was
Minor seeing her well.
It was a 9-pitch at bat.
Doing a good job of laying off the pitch that she eventually struck out on, which was a pitch up in the zone. She's got herself in a leverage count, 3-1.
Ball 4 loads the bases. So Hannah Arias comes to the plate and, of course, representing the tying run at the plate. With Pennsylvania just needing 1 out.
This is the type of at bat, Michelle, you have to get excited about as a player. It's so easy to go up there maybe being fearful, scared of the what if this happens, what if I strike out, but also the good what if I crush a ball and drive in runs.
And these are the at-bats that you have all the time in wiffle ball. You're like, all right, bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 6th, bases loaded, 2 outs, and then you just get up there and you're like, whew.
Oklahoma can use a courtesy runner here for Palmer Minor. The catcher would be Tatum Frisbee, the last recorded out. Can use a courtesy runner for your pitcher or catcher.
Right side infielders are asking this PA crowd to get out there, getting a little quiet and a little bit nervous with them in this situation. Let's go, mom, dad, friends, grandpa, grandma, get up.
Tying run at the plate.
Right now they're into it.
Hannah Arias against Reagan Bills.
Something in the gap too with 2 outs is going to score 3 runs. With Frisbee running.
And now Oklahoma down to its final strike. Pennsylvania will play for a championship.
How about Reagan Bills? 10 strikeouts. Pennsylvania offense comes to life. And congratulations to Oklahoma on an amazing summer.
And they are not done. We'll see Oklahoma tomorrow in our consolation third place game. But Pennsylvania, I mean, pressure cooker in the end. And Reagan Bills gets the strikeout. Third game of the World Series, she has had double-figure strikeouts.
Goodness, she is just such a fighter. She does not give in, no matter the situation. Runners on base, she just gets better and better working with Hines. Her catcher throws a changeup here, and a great at bat by Arias to foul off a couple of pitches, and Hines keeps that ball in front, steps on home to get the final out with that strikeout. But Reagan Bills, she has been a star in the making this entire week. This is what they showed up for, to have a chance to fight in the championship game, and they're doing it tomorrow.
Wow, Pennsylvania is going to face Indiana in our World Series championship game after this win by Reagan Bills and Pennsylvania. And Reagan is with Chris.
Reagan, epic emotion from you at the end. What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling amazing. I've been dreaming about going there since I was 5, and now that I'm actually going to the championship game, I don't really know what to say.
Take me into that last out. Bases loaded. You're trying to get your team, pitch them to a championship game. Everyone's chanting Reagan. How'd you get out of the jam?
My team was behind me, and when I saw that he called a changeup, I was making it unhittable. I knew my team would love it, and I'm so happy. Their bats, their offense, it's all them.
As you look in the stands, your